Hey guys, I'm Jack Savage. It's freezing cold in Texas, but I'm still out here at the range at the North 40 Gun Club in North Texas, and this is a Ruger Precision in 6.5 Creedmoor. How do I look? Damn, I look good. Okay. We're going to start doing a bunch of bolt gun reviews coming up. So if you're into that sort of a thing, go ahead and do the YouTuber thing, with whatever that is, and just, whatever, dude. Just watch all the other videos that we do. Wow, that's terrible. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what this firearm can do if you're a good shooter, unlike myself. We're going to go over the rifle. We're going to go over just some of the features and benefits. Because it's at a price point that I think it starts to make you think like, hey, is this something that I really need? Can I afford this? Is there something out there at this price point that might be better? So we're going to sit here and talk about the 6.5 Creedmoor bolt gun, and we're going to get some first shots. So check it out. Today we are shooting, I don't know how to say these. I've heard a lot of people say this different ways. Cellier and Balat. I don't know. I'm not German, so I don't know how to say that. I think 6.5 Creedmoor loads so oddly into magazines. It's a real pain in the ass. Somebody should figure this out. Guys, just to give you a little background on myself, I'm nobody. I started out down there at about 50 yards. I just wanted to make sure that it was on paper. And so now we moved back. This is 100 yards. This trigger is fucking bananas. It is so light. I shivered down there because it's so cold in Texas, and I squeezed one off on accident. That's not totally a lie. So the first one was kind of just a flyer. The other two, what I would call my first two shots, were quite a bit high. So we made some adjustments on this Arkin. By the way, so this is an Arkin Optics EP5 Gen 2 7-35. Here's what I found, man. Like, I just personally, I can't tell the difference between, this Japanese glass and like everybody raves about Vortex. It's shitty Chinese glass. I don't really understand the difference. And then this is like a third of the price. Can I tell the difference in eye relief on some of the really high-end scopes, like the Mepro Light stuff that are German shot glass? Yeah, 100%. But they're $2,500 scopes. So I think that if you're looking for, an optic that is either, in this price range, or if you're looking for an optic, higher end optic, something in that 1,500 range, I just don't think you can beat this 7-35. I've seen $1,500 scopes that look exactly the same as this. And so I have a huge problem with spending $1,500 because it says Vortex on it or something else when I can get two of these for the same price or three of these for the same price. I don't see a whole huge reason to be buying something that's, 3 times as expensive. So let's go over the, I shouldn't sit that way. It makes me look really fat. Okay, let's go over the Ruger Precision rifle here. This is 6.5 Creedmoor. It's got a really nice folding stock. You push this button and it flips this way. So that's obviously for if you're doing CQB, right? You need a smaller compact firearm for CQB. That's what that's for. I'm just joking. You're an idiot if you fell for that. This is obviously for if you're packing your rifle. So if you're going to go hunting somewhere, you need or if you need to put it in a case because you're flying on an airplane, you're able to make the rifle a little bit more compact. And that's really nice because this is a long-ass barrel. It's not even in the whole shot. Let me move it back there. This is a 44-inch barrel. It's almost as big as my arms. So no, I think it's a 22-inch barrel. I don't know. I'll probably do one of those stupid like bubble things right here where I fuck up an answer, but I give you the real answer right here. I'll probably do that. But I believe it's a 22-inch barrel, 6.5 Creedmoor, Arkin Optics scope, AICS mags. I've got an Accutac precision bipod on it. And then I've got a really nice AB suppressor. AB Suppressor is one of those suppressor companies that really flies under the radar. They were started by a company that focused on, I want to say like superchargers for motorcycles or something crazy like that. They're really big into the aerospace world as well. It's a really freaking quiet can. It's an expensive can, but it's really quiet. I love this can. On the rifle, again, I'll reiterate that this trigger, if you sneeze, it will go off. If you fart, it will go off. If you have Parkinson's, it will go off. It is one of the lightest triggers on a bolt gun, straight from the factory, that I've ever seen in my life. I've seen guys who have adjustable triggers and they bring them down to like, you know, 0.6 of a pound or whatever. I don't know. Do they measure that in grams? I don't know. But this is fucking light. So let's shoot, I guess, and stop talking because nobody wants to hear me talk. There we go. All right, let's go take a look. So a second ago, before I shot that second round of shots, I was talking about how I'm just a regular guy. I'm not that good of a shooter. I lied. I'm fucking him. I am him. I don't know how else to say it. Oh, what the fuck. So here we are at 2,000 yards. What's that? No, it's 100. Okay, sorry, it's 100 yards. But anyway, here's that last group. We're sitting on top of each other. Yeah, I'm him. I think it's such a cool privilege that we get to have these firearms, and it's amazing for collecting, and we all talk about kind of when the shit hits the fan and what's that going to look like. I mean, the reason I really like collecting firearms is because I think that ammo, firearms, and gold and silver are going to be worth their weight in gold. I think they're going to be worth a ton. I don't think paper money is going to be worth it if shit ever were to hit the fan. Now, I don't think it's going to, but I'm one of these guys that's like, hey, why would I not? Why would I not prepare? Why would I not be thinking about it at the very least? Do I feel like, you know, I need to go out and dig a hole in my backyard for a bunker? Yes. Am I going to? Probably. But I think more importantly for me, I just think it's such a cool thing that we get to have this right and this privilege to have these firearms. And so I want to be as good as I possibly can. So what I want to do with this channel is really to be able to review stuff for the common, just the shooter. Like 90% of the world out there is not tactical, Timmy, though we all would love to be. Most of us are out here hunting. Most of us are out here sport shooting. And that's really kind of the focus that I'm taking. You know, is this something you should spend your money on? That's really where I'm going with this stuff. So I think we're really on top of this thing now. We'll take it over to the 500 next. Okay, so here we are at the 500 range, and we're going to see if I can hit anything. I'll kind of show you what I'm looking at down there. I've got a coyote on the left and then some plates. But this is the first time I'm ever shooting this gun. It's the first time I'm shooting at 500 yards. I would say 500 yards to me is about the longest shot that I'm going to take in the state of Texas, unless I go way down south. You know, if you're hunting in Texas, it's like 300 and in. That was a hit, even though my elbow fell off the table. A lot of mirage now. That's a hit. We'll do one more and just see if we can get this coyote, but wow. Wow. Again, super impressed with this thing, man. The accuracy on this barrel is really impressive. We're shooting it suppressed, so I'm getting a little bit of a mirage, but at 500 yards I'm hitting essentially a hostage target in the middle of that coyote. I've hit it 3 or 4 times now. I mean, even with the mirage, the arc and scope's performing phenomenally. It tracks really well. Super impressed with this rifle. I've seen it for as low as $17.99. I think at $17.99 this thing is a steal. But with the folding stock, you have a ton of M-LOK down here if you wanted to do something with that. If you want to put on a night vision clip-on or something like that, you got a ton of room to do that. The AccuTac bipod and the AB suppressor perform flawlessly. This trigger's bananas. Okay, so let's just show you what this trigger looks like here. That's it. Here we go. That's it. It's crazy. Super crisp though. I really like this trigger. Now that I'm used to it, I would say it scared the hell out of me at first. A couple of times. The first couple shots were just quick.
That's only happened to me once.
But no, the trigger on this thing is awesome. The value on this thing is awesome. The adjustments, you've got this fully adjustable stock. So I've got the cheek weld just kind of up a little bit. I've got this thing damn near maxed out. But the feature set on this rifle for $17.99 is pretty impressive.